Hey Aquarius, welcome to 8 of Cups Tarot. Today I am doing your love reading for January of 2020. We're about halfway through the month, so, I try to do these. They should last about a month or so on that timetable. So this will be energy you're experiencing either now, and it'll bring up your recent past and let you know if it resonates with you or not. And then what to look forward to in the next month to probably 2 months, because I could be about 30 days ahead of time. Again, time is a funny subject. So let's move on with your reading. What I'm going to do is pull a couple cards from the Rider-Waite Tarots representing you, a couple cards representing the person you're dealing with. We'll get some animal energy for you to harness on, and then I'm going to pull an Akashic Records card, which is kind of going to help you understand that even in times of peril or dismay, and especially in those times, there's always a spiritual lesson to be learned. And so this is the chance for Spirit to explain what they want you to really look at. Okay? So let's begin. I hope you guys are doing well. Energy is ripe, but you guys are up for some big changes because you have Saturn headed your way soon. That's pretty exciting. Well, or it's not exciting at all, but you'll learn a lot. You'll grow a lot. If anyone's been through a Saturn transit before in their lives, they know. Just do what you got to do, you know. This is really a time to hone in on that responsibility and get things right. You know, this is when Saturn sweeps through, it's like grow up time. And you could talk to any Capricorn who's experiencing it. Although, you know, both you and Capricorn are pretty familiar. You're ruled by Saturn. I know in modern astrology you're ruled by Uranus, and you guys really do represent Uranian energy, but in ancient astrology you were ruled by Saturn. So you are also well versed in discipline and responsibility, even if you have a little bit of a different way of going about it. All right, let's pull some cards for you. Just a reminder that the energies can be vice versa. So if you're resonating with a side that I'm referring to as your partner, just switch it around in your head. It's energy. It can move in all different ways, but it will definitely hone in. If this doesn't resonate, maybe check out your alternative signs, your moon placement, your sun, your rising sign, and especially for love, you want to look at Venus as well. If it's not your story, it's not your story. There's plenty of other wonderful tarot card readers out here that may have what you're looking for. Okay, Aquarius, I have for you Ten of Swords in reverse, King of Wands, and Judgment in reverse. So right now I want to talk to you about allowing the end of a cycle. And you have to understand this is a pivotal time. I'm just going to adjust this for a second. I'm so sorry. This is a pivotal time to allow the ending of cycles in your life. And it's hard. It's going to be harder on you if you hold on, which it looks like that may be what you're doing at this time. So just keep that in mind. When we're meeting up with Saturn and Pluto, transformation is non-negotiable. And you will have an easier time going with the flow of the energy than fighting it and trying to hold on to old structures and things that aren't working, especially relationships. Your person seems to be focused on work. And it seems like they really don't see a future, or they're having a hard time manifesting bringing life back into the situation. And there they have the Hangman. So your person is in rest at this time, and they're probably focusing on other priorities. But you seem to want to not let go of a cycle here. And with the King of Wands in the middle, I'm sensing a need to push or pursue something, which could maybe possibly be not helping the situation with your person, especially in a hangman mode. The more you push, the less decided they're gonna be, okay? And Judgment in reverse tells me that if you continue to push in this situation, they could decide to walk away. So, Aquarius, you really want to watch what you're honing in on, or maybe give this other person some space. You know, again, I'm reminding you, this is a time when we're all going through so many changes, and they're changes on the internal level. So it's really important to give each other space and compassion at this time. The King of Wands, maybe don't take it so personally. You know, if you're feeling rejection, just consider the option that this person is going through a tough time right now, and it really might have nothing to do with you. But I'm going to pull a couple cards to clarify. Spirit, can you clarify Aquarius energy for the month of January, please? I feel like that one wanted to come out, so we're going to try it again. Okay, Aquarius. So to clarify on your end, you got the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups. So I feel like you are looking for some sort of recognition or some sort of an emotional I think you want to reach this person on an emotional level. And you know what? Something's telling me you're looking for an apology of some sort. Could be an apology, or just looking for this other person to make some sort of an emotional investment with you. But I don't think that they are. And your person is kind of stuck in a karmic cycle here, which may be a little hard for you to understand, but they're not quite ready to break this cycle. And when you throw a King of Pentacles in there with a Wheel of Fortune upside down, I'm guessing you're dealing with some fixed energy here, possibly a Taurus. We do have 2 Pentacles on the board now, so it could be an earth sign. But I feel like, you know, you might be feeling a little bit cold or left out in the cold in a situation, maybe a lack of understanding, and you want some communication. and you want a little bit of acknowledgement, maybe for the role that you've played in their life. But this person seems a little bit stuck in what they're doing right now, what they have going on. And again, I just want to reiterate, this may really have nothing to do with you. I think this person is stuck in a karmic cycle. They're not willing, you know, with this Two of Wands in reverse and a Hanged Man, they may be stuck in a phase where they really just don't know what they want. They're not manifesting anything with you because they really just don't know what they want at this time. Could be a little bit of confusion, and I don't think there's anything that you could do or say right now that could move this person in any way. Well, that definitely wanted to come out. All right, so you're pulling a Strength card on your side. So, Aquarius, my advice to you is to kind of go within and acknowledge your inner strength and your resolve. You're probably going to have to step away from the situation because you know how manifesting works. Yeah. If you release your need, you know, when you want something so bad and you're so kind of focused on a certain outcome, then you create your own resistance, okay? So there's a need for you to be strong, to step away and let go, because you know you don't ever want to force someone into a commitment or force someone into a partnership. You want them to be there because they want to be there, and you want it to flow naturally. You know, you don't want to ever guilt anybody. This is why ultimatums don't work. I mean, they're great for clarity, but I think generally when you give somebody an ultimatum, you're basically telling them or demanding them to act in a certain way. And most people, via law of attraction, that just doesn't work for them. So I think that the stronger you stay in yourself, have the ability to kind of walk away from the situation for the time being, this person will start to come out of the entrapment they have made for themselves. They're going to start to come out, you know, of this Eight of Swords energy, which is kind of really stuck in their head, okay? Aquarius, you can respect that. You're an air sign. When you let all of these thoughts bombard you and you kind of focus on so many different options and everything that could possibly go wrong, then you kind of get yourself in a trap. This person is going to slowly start to move out of this. I think they know that they have to break this karmic cycle that they're in. But again, it's got to be on their terms, and you've got to allow them as much time and space as they need. Again, remember that sometimes rejection is protection. Sometimes things are removed from our lives because we're meant for something bigger and better. It doesn't mean that's something better than this person, but just something that fits you and complements you better. Something that's more fulfilling for you. It's easy to get stuck thinking there's one person that's going to do it all and be the all for us. But at the end of the day, we kind of have to listen to the universe and understand. Bottom of the deck is a Four of Cups. So again, for you and this person, you know, you're looking at the Three of the Cups, the current situation, what's at hand here, and you're a little bit unsatisfied, right? But the universe is trying to show you something else, and you just have to look at it. So be careful not to be stuck in an energy where you're so focused on what's not working out that you're refusing to see new opportunities or new possibilities. And I really feel like that's going to go for both of you. I'm going to pull some animal spirit cards to kind of help you understand the emotions. And wow, okay. So you got Firefly, Aquarius. And let's get a card for your person. I really feel like your person's a fixed sign. And they're struggling right now because we're in all of this energy of change and transformation, which is really tough. A fixed sign will tend to dig their heels in. They don't like to be pushed. Okay, so that's the energy that you're probably working with. They don't seem to want to communicate with me either. Spirit, show me a card representing the energy of Aquarius's person and partner for January of 2020. There we go. Okay, that explains a lot. Your person got mouse spirit. Let me just clear this. This is making me nuts. Okay, I'm going to read these cards to you, and then we will pull an Akashic card. Oh, I wish this was easier. Here we go. Okay, Aquarius, this is your energy. Firefly, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support the precious and elusive light? When in balance, you write, create, and brainstorm, and when out of balance, you are burnt out and you feel dull. To bring into balance, write a poem or draw. So, again, I want to hone in on this energy where it feels like you're looking to this person for recognition, seeking victory in the situation, and really wanting some kind of emotional connection. But it's not going to come from this person right now. And so what Spirit wants you to know is it's important to harness your inner creativity, because that's where you will get what you need and what you're seeking at this time. So if there's anything that you do, in Aquarius you probably do a lot of different things, creatively, as far as writing or just listening to music and just journaling or writing down your feelings, I think that'll help you figure this out and kind of give you that inner strength to move on and drop the attachments to the outcomes that you have. Now your person is getting mouse. Again, I'm sensing that a fixed energy. You may be dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Mouse, detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When in balance, you are organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, busy with no purpose, and to bring into balance a meaningful project. This couldn't be any more accurate to what I'm seeing play out in these cards. I think your person is struggling. I think they're dealing with some inner fears and conflict. And so on the surface, it may appear like they're not putting you as a priority, that they're focusing on work, but they may in a way just be trying to tend to what they can control at this time. That's a rough energy for you, Aquarius. It's probably pretty hard for you to understand where that person's coming from, unless you've got other aspects in your chart. But an Aquarius is very good at detachment, and so that's what this is calling for at this time. And not in a mean way. Don't use biting words, no need to send scathing text messages. Just kind of float away, and as they're busy, you go busy on your own creative projects and intentions, and start new things, and have fun with your friends, and enjoy your time, and just kind of let them be for right now. Wow, you are definitely not the first sign to get this willow tree. It's been coming up a lot, and I often see that as, where we are astrologically, these phases that we're all going through right now. But I'm going to read this to you. This is the Two of Forces. A big, beautiful willow tree stands in the summer sun. This stately tree is strong and flexible, and this card upright is telling you that you are too. The willow spreads its roots deep and wide, creating a strong foundation that is capable of standing up to anything. Now is the time for you to stand tall and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, in your spirit, and in the depth of your belief in yourself. Just like the willow, you have a peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all eternity. Stand confidently in your truth. Take the action that supports the growth of all things wonderful in your life, and know that you are powerful. This card actually came out in reverse when I pulled it, so I kind of want to read the reversed for you, although that is a message for you that you have that inner strength. In reverse, the willow reversed indicates that the winds of change or conflict are blowing around you. Don't try to fight or you may be uprooted. Instead, stay flexible and bend with the demands of the times. While it may appear to be a period of total upheaval, like the willow, you are strong and capable of bending without breaking. Stay centered yet adaptable within the circumstances swirling around you. You have deep and strong roots in your spiritual identity, so rely on them now. This cycle of uncertainty will pass. In the meantime, let yourself be open to the guidance of the Akashic records. You are grounded in their wisdom and truth. Let yourself receive the power there. It's really beautiful, Aquarius. So, My instruction for the next month is to let go and let be with this person. Let them figure out their own stuff, because the more you push, the more they get into that repetitive energy and you will feel rejected and ignored. So focus on other things, take a step away, let them figure out that stuff, and just kind of go with the flow for right now. We're in a time of transition. People are either going to wake up and change their lives the way they need to, or they will get stuck in these karmic cycles of reliving the same lessons over and over again. And really, Aquarius, it's up to you which way you want to go. I mean, I feel like now is a great opportunity to say I've learned all I've needed to learn from these lessons and move on to something bigger and better that we could focus on. I'm certainly not seeing that can't be this person, but this person needs to work on themselves right now. All right, Aquarius, I will talk to you again in February. Sending you lots of love.